Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. Look on the screen. I'm sure by now most people have heard about this. Bothersome. Young woman, a mother of five, homeless, seeking shelter, I understand, in a van with her children, two siblings, and a mother. So basically, it looks like there were six people or more. No, some said eight in a van, upstate, in a garage, and she lost two of her children. Let's go ahead and listen to this news clip, and then it's going to be a separate video on, I don't want to say father of the children because from what I saw, the man doesn't deserve that title. I'll just say the sperm donor. The title of father, this he doesn't. I don't think he's worthy of it from what I saw. So just to recap, why is she on the screen?
But first, breaking news in the sibling tragedy that shook Metro Detroit after two kids died of apparent hypothermia in a casino parking garage. Welcome to 7 News Detroit at 6. I'm Carolyn Clifford.
And I'm Simon Shaket. This story has devastated our area. Just moments ago, 7 News Detroit reporter Darren Cunningham talking with the mother of those two children.
Darren joining us live right now from Detroit's West Side with more from their conversation. And Darren, so many people talking about this. This is simply heartbreaking.
Very heartbreaking, Carolyn Simon. Moments ago, I did have the opportunity to speak to Tatiana Williams, who lost her 9-year-old and her 2-year-old, also in the vehicle at the time, her 4-year-old and her 8-year-old. Also, Tatiana's mother and her two siblings, a 13-year-old and a 17-year-old, also stay in that vehicle. She tells me that she has been homeless for 3 months and that she is trying to do better for herself, trying to get back on
Okay,
her
so
feet.
correction, they're saying 4 children here. I just saw another report that says 5, but she's listed 4 children.
Told me she's a CNA, a medical assistant, and that she was actually about to start a new job tomorrow. And so I did speak with her, and I asked her, one of the questions I did ask her was to take me back to yesterday.
Yesterday, I woke them up to wake them up from school. My son wasn't moving. And I kept saying, Freddie, please get up. Please. Please, for me, just get up. Don't do this to me. And I tried to give him CPR because I'm a senior and a medical assistant. I've been working there since I was 17. I tried to give him CPR and I was just giving him CPR. I just kept saying, Freddie, don't leave me. Don't leave me, please. I saw the green and brown stuff come out of his mouth.
Wow.
I instantly rushed him to the hospital. I was yelling out the window, stop, stop, stop. We got to get through traffic. My baby, he's dying. We get to the hospital. I told valet, can you go get some help? He took too long, so I got out the car to get help. They came to the car and instantly grabbed my baby on his head, get a stretch. He's not breathing. Help. Cold blue. Everybody tried. I didn't even know my 2-year-old was dying. I was in there with my 9-year-old. And they brought her in right after they pronounced him dead. And my mama came to me, she said, Yaya. That's what we call her, but her name is Amelia. We just call her Yaya. And they said she wasn't recent. And they pronounced her dead too.
So she had a 9-year-old rushing to the hospital with him, trying to save him, not realizing that the 2-year-old daughter, I'm assuming, Amelia, your daughter, is already gone.
I asked everybody for help. I called out of state. I called cities I didn't know. I called cities people asked me to call. I even asked Detroit. I've been on cam list for the longest. Everybody now wants to help. After I lost 2 kids, I've been asked for help. I feel like it wasn't their time. I did everything I was supposed to do. They had everything. Everything they wanted. Only thing they didn't have was a house. But from electronics to clothes, anything they asked me for, my kids didn't even get whooped. I lost the one who made me a mother. I lost a 2-year-old. It hurt losing 2 kids in one night. I don't wish this on nobody. And if you can get help, please go get help. Because I don't want nobody else to go through what I'm feeling. Just wherever you can get help from, if it's not from the city, the state, no other city or state, just go. Like, you don't have to suffer.
It's very, very, very heartbreaking. The new McFall Brothers Funeral Home is covering the children's burial plans and funeral expenses. Williams, 29, she's 29 years old. She is also receiving help from Detroit Power Detroit, that organization. That's the building that we're actually standing outside of here, where we spoke to her not long ago. And so, anyone who is interested in helping her family, will be sure to get that information on our website, WXYZ.com. And 7 News Detroit will have more from.
So, 29 years old. So she called around. Nobody helped. I didn't know this. I've seen quite a few on this, and I really feel for the babies, what this lady is going through. This right here, another birth control video. 29 years old, 4 children, and now she's homeless. A 9-year-old and a 2-year-old, and these children reportedly have the same father. The interview the man did, again, that'll be the next video. I don't see any compassion, any hurt. So they have the same father. You have a 9-year-old with this man. Not married to him. He's not a provider. And the fact that he's not a provider is not even worth, the N word doesn't even come into play. She's calling around for help, and the help wasn't there. She did another video, and she was like, "Oh, I try to get help, and people don't want to take you in." She kind of said, like, in so many words, with that many kids. That's a whole lot, because if she has 4 children, and then she's got her mom and 2 siblings, so herself, 4 kids, a family of 5. Her mom and 2 siblings, that's 8 people. Resources are drying up. Do you really, really think that many people, just to be honest, want to take in 8 people into their home? Make room? 8 people? And then I was just checking. Someone was telling me, I was checking, they were saying about a shelter, which I had no idea. They were saying, well, some shelters, that the reason that they may not take, that she was able to get in, which I didn't know this. They were saying that some shelters don't take women with children under 18, because there are a lot of PEDO files in there. I'm like, oh my gosh, I had no idea. So I guess there are shelters that don't take. I had no idea. They were like, that's why some teenagers are on the street. They're not in a shelter. I had no idea about that. You would think the women eat an apple or a piece of pepperoni pizza and get pregnant. 29 years old, and you have to handle all this by yourself. She said she even asked the father if he could get them. But, and again, that's the next video. He was busy at the gym. He was working. I thought about that. So why can he pay for a hotel? Beware the seed of poverty. They will always disappoint thee. Any of these men can, even though they may not be poverty financially, but the mindset. Just because a man has kids by you doesn't mean he loves you. This might be something, some fun for the moment, and then take precautions. Oh well. She called around for help, and there was none. And I said this before, I've been noticing a trend that normally, single mom with kids can get some help. A lot of the help is drying up. Why? The economy. People losing jobs every day. The layoffs have not stopped. They haven't stopped laying off. So if let's say you got somebody, it could be a family. Let's say somebody's got maybe, the person hanging on. And most people don't have this. Let's say somebody's sitting up here and they've got, maybe $5,000. And that's their little check the check, and that's the little back up. You do understand that most don't have that. When they see 8 people knocking, they're seeing one thing. It might last you 2 months just trying to feed them, house them. Where are they going to sleep? Disrupting their lives. Resources are scarce. Some people thought they were safe, think not. JP Morgan Chase, wow, they did great, huh? Did great. Wow, I see. Very profitable, laying off. Objective to keep the money. Facebook doing great. You've seen that stock? Had I sold? Laying off. Resources are scarce. And again, I don't care what they say about the unemployment. Keep in mind, those are the numbers that just supporting people that are being laid off. It's not showing the ones that have maxed out the benefits. So to take in 8 people, that's a lot. Let's listen to this video one more. She asked the right people, and the family is speaking out. She asked the right people. Again, resources are drying up.
Cousin made a mistake, and look at how the world is judging her.
The cousin of the mother who.
So again, this is the cousin of the lady making a statement. Her cousin.
My cousin made a mistake, and look at how the world is judging her.
The cousin of the mother who took her 5 children and their grandmother to the 9th parking lot level of the Hollywood Casino early Monday morning. And when the gas ran out of their car, so did the heat. And 2 of her kids, a 9-year-old boy and a 2-year-old girl, froze to death.
She asked for help. She asked the right people. She was scared of what the world would think of her, so she did privately the right thing. She asked the city, and what they do, they told her they couldn't help her.
And the mayor acknowledged that because of this incident, he is asking the deputy mayor, as well as the housing director, to review this situation and then come back with policies to help those who need housing.
If during the day you are in danger of homelessness, you call the hotline. It's been well publicized, 866-313-2520. But if it's after 6 o'clock at night and an incident's happened, you've been pushed out of the house, you're in an emergency situation, go to your police precinct.
Wow. So she says people are judging her. And listen,
Right now,
that there, because having children that early, I think these women are looking for somebody to love them. And you have to know the men don't really love them because they wouldn't desert them like that. But the lady said, I heard a woman say, I'm building me a family. She asked for help. I've been saying it. Again, another birth control video. And this is just sad all around. Think the children froze, but the father had a job. And he was at the gym. How she had just that quick video with that man, which you've probably seen. You have a 9-year-old and a 2-year-old with him. What's going on? This is what happens when we don't have a standard. This is what happens when people see this is what they see in their community. They just go ahead and adapt and do the very same thing. Carry the seed of poverty deed. And I'm afraid that more and more women are going to suffer because people know you don't just have kids by having a cup of coffee. They know that. And then when the drama hits, people are backing up. The decisions that she made. And guess what? She's probably only doing what she was taught. Doing the norm. Yeah, you had a baby, no expectation, and you just, work and take care of the kids yourself, and he might come around, get pregnant again. It makes me think this must be the norm. It could possibly be the norm, I should say, in her world, her environment. This is what you see. It's the norm. So people judging her, this is probably the norm. That's why we try to spread the message. It's not worth it. Carrying the seed of poverty, D. Look at the pain and agony. Now, 2 kids frozen. Where's the other father? Are the other 2 children? Can't depend on either man. And as a black woman, you risk your life giving birth to one because, hey, you've heard by now what happens in these hospitals. Black woman now, she's sitting up in, what is this, that hotel with the kitchenette in it? 7 kids. I got a voucher. Nobody wants to take it. They don't have the room. Not lazy. She's working. She appears to be an author, has a book out. She fed a domestic relationship. 7 kids. Being a landlord, I have my own opinion as to probably why they don't want to lease to the woman. I get it. They're afraid, oh no. And it may not be her, but past experience with other people. Young women like this, especially dating, I don't care how old they are, young they are. I don't care if they're not dating 13. They need to see videos like this here. Where are the men? What are we teaching our daughters? Maybe mistakes happen. Kids gonna figure it out. What are we teaching our daughters? Carry the seed of poverty, D. Think the men, her baby's father, he was somewhere sheltered, working, going to the gym, and he sure as heck wasn't trying to help her. That's the next video. So this her people judging her. She's probably doing what's the norm in the community. I've been saying the help for the single mother, it is drying up. For baby mamas, the help is drying up. People are trying to save themselves. Like I said, imagine, and most people don't have this here, but imagine somebody single, a single woman, working every day. Maybe she done scraped up $5,000, $7,000, $3,000. That's her little backup money. Jobs are still laying off. You think you want to go ahead and take in 8 kids? What if it's a married couple? All they have is maybe 10,000 cash. And don't forget, most people don't even have that. Take in 8 people? Uh-oh, that's a lot to ask. Who's gonna pay for the food? The electricity's gonna go up. Water bill. Your whole world disrupted because people are gonna be moving around, their children and loud and noise and playing. What if you work from home? People are not willing to disrupt their lives for the single mother and the children. And I think that's why her help didn't come. 8 people, her 4 kids, 2 siblings, and her mother. Lord have mercy. I would have at least paid for a hotel night or 2. It's cold. Something. And what's that? Maybe try to put them up for a week in a hotel. You know what I'm saying? She was reaching out for help for who? To other people. Reaching out to giving birth to 4 children. So there's been a man in her life somewhere, but reaching out to strangers for help. What's the saying the women say? I don't need a man. Not if it's going to lead you to this. I don't need. What is a movie? I can do bad by myself, you think? Reaching out to other people for necessity, a place to live. Where's the baby daddy? And she contacted him. That's the next video. So this just horror all around. Imagine the shock of the other 2 kids, the other people that are alive. Think two babies didn't make it. A 9-year-old didn't make it, kid, and then a 2-year-old died in that van. God, heartbreaking. It's just like a nightmare. It is just, I don't even know her. Just the shock of all this, just hearing about it. her little hand shaking. A nightmare. I beg of you, do not carry the seed of poverty, D, ladies, especially in our community, because dust comes in all, poverty D comes in all nationalities. But for black women, that might be the end of thee carrying the seed of poverty D. Just having kids. We're not setting a standard. We need to press the reset button because I'm afraid that more women are going to suffer. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Stay safe. What are we teaching our daughters? This has got to stop, and I'm out.